Sins of the Past is a pretty great film. Given my great love of Kirstie Alley, I am slightly biased, but I do think it's an enjoyable watch. This was released in 1984. It's directed by Peter H. Hunt and written by Steve Browne and David Soloman. And of course, this stars Kirstie Alley. We also have Barbara Carrera, Kim Cattrall, Debbie Boone, Tracy Reed. And they play women who, in their past, were sex workers. And now it seems like somebody is out to murder each one of them, one by one. And they have to try and work out who it is before there's none of them left. And it's a pretty interesting narrative. And each of the women have got different lives now. They've all gone on to various different things. And I think that highlights the fact that people from all walks of life can have a past. Of course, the title Sins of the Past refers to the fact that they were sex workers before they were on the path that they are now. And I think that that's pretty interesting, that you never know what somebody's life used to be like, and you never know what motivated them to do what they did, as indeed they all had sometimes similar, but still separate stories that brought them all together. And now, of course, they're being brought together again because it seems like there's a murderer out to get them all. And it's a really fascinating story. I think it's completely unpredictable. I didn't work out what was going on before it was revealed, which I love. I love it when mysteries like this are definitely very suspenseful and not very predictable. And this is exactly what we get. As I said, I love the fact that each of the women have a different life now. Some of them have got families, some of them are career focused. They're all very different individuals, but they're all tied together because of this one thing. And it's a really fascinating concept, and it works really well. The pacing is generally really good. I'd say it took me about, actually the opening scene with Kirstie Alley is amazing. But after that, it took me about 10 minutes to really get into it. But then once things started flowing and it became quite suspenseful, I found it very easy to be drawn into the narrative and to follow their stories. And I really enjoyed it. Definitely worth checking out. Not the easiest to get hold of. I had to buy it from a site that sells rare films, but it is out there if you want to see it. And I'd say it's absolutely worth the money. If you're a Kirstie Alley fan, you will love her in this. Maybe with a spoiler warning, I'll discuss her role in a tiny bit more detail in a moment. But all of the performances were really great. The narrative is very well written, well paced. Great performances, suspenseful, atmospheric. It ticks all of the right boxes. Sins of the Past is definitely a great film and absolutely worth checking out. So I'll discuss now with a spoiler warning, what happens to Kirstie Alley's character. Her character is a woman called Patrice, who is an actress. And as I said, big spoilers, her character lasts for 45 minutes. So she's in about half of the film, and then she is a victim. And she does pop up again a little later on once we start to get explanations. By which I mean we get flashbacks, not that she rises from the dead. We do get some flashback scenes that she's in. And as I said, she is also in the very beginning in this really beautiful scene as she's getting ready, and I love her, and it just made me smile. So as a Kirstie Alley fan, I loved the film. Even if I wasn't a Kirstie Alley fan, I'd still have enjoyed it. It's a good narrative, well written, definitely one that I'm very happy to have seen.